Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out XDC's chart, and we are basically right on track, but unfortunately on the wrong track. Why? Because everything seems to be going according to the bearish candle. If you remember, in the previous video we were right around this area, and the idea was most likely in XDC our move down is going to continue, and this can be 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into this larger degree wave 3, and followed by that we expect a correction for 4, and that leads another move down into wave 5, and that again is going to be into this wave 3 correction for 4, another move down into wave 5, and so on and so forth. So what is happening? Unfortunately, pretty much that scenario. Let's go on 15-minute time frame. So we can consider different counts in here. One scenario suggests starting from here we are having like an A, B, C, D, E, a triangle structure into this wave 4, and this was actually our move down into wave 5, and the end of our wave 3 is right in here. So I'm trying to tell you, in XDC there is a chance that soon we may have a move on the upside. However, I'm just going to take everything step by step, and by seeing that move I'm not gonna jump into any unnecessary bullish conclusion. And sure, even in this initial phase up we may end up having like a 1 2 3 4 5, which could be potentially an optimistic sign, but even at that point I'm gonna say, you know what, maybe this is gonna be just into an A leg correction for wave B, another move up into our C leg, or maybe we are going to have the end of our wave 4 right around this area, and instead of having a triangle structure, this is going to be from this point an A, B, C flat, which once more indicates we are going to have yet another move on the downside. The point that I'm trying to make in today's update about XDC is this: right now we should be very careful, and based on the signs that I'm seeing, I do believe we are going to continue this whole move on the downside. Now, if you want to be objective and you want to wait for some more confirmations, you know what, more power to you, that's absolutely fair enough. So may I suggest just wait a little bit more and see, are we going to get a break of this important area, which the lower band of it is about 5.7 and the higher band of it is about 6.1 cents or not? Why is this important? Because if we do break this region, since under it we really do not have a whole lot of strong supports, makes sense to say our move down is going to continue in XDC, and the next target is actually going to be all the way down here between 4.4 to about 4.7 cents area, which is a very strong and clear gap that was created as a result of this move on the upside specifically being way too strong and way too fast. And I believe gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. So the moment that we see XDC getting a solid break of this level, you are going to see me being bearish just in the short term with much more confidence, and again focus on the word just in the short term. Overall, I still believe in XDC in the midterm we are in a bullish setup. However, the story in the short term might be a bit different, and after another move down, okay, fair enough, we can have a very strong bounce back. And by the way, if we get to about this region, that can be a great buy opportunity, because the risk to reward ratios in here are going to be fantastic. Why? Because let's say we get to about the 4.5 cents region. Question: if you want to buy XDC around that point, what is going to be your stop loss? For my point of view, makes sense to set my stop under the lows in here about, let's say, the 2 cents area. Essentially, I am having maximum a 2.5 cents stop loss. On the other hand, what's my target? Let's say I want to be extremely pessimistic and say, okay, in the next phase up in XDC, we're not basically going to have an alt season, none of that. We're just going to go up and reach to about the previous major pivot high right in here, about 15.5 cents region. So essentially, this means I'm having a 2.5 cents maximum stop loss, but on the other hand, about a 10 to 12 cents target, meaning my risk to reward ratio is about 1 to 4, 1 to 5. And I don't know about you guys, from my point of view, this is a great opportunity. And again, notice that we assume that in the short term we might go down, but overall, even in that scenario, we are going to be absolutely optimistic. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XDC. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.